Hey, this is Patrick from WorkHands, and I'm going to take you through how you can get signed up and approve OJT for your tile apprentices on WorkHands. So, you should get an invite like this one at some point, either from somebody at BACTile or from one of your apprentices. Go ahead and click Join Now. We'll ask you to set up a password, confirm some of the information, and then eventually you're going to end up on a dashboard like this one. Now, as a supervisor, we try to keep this really simple and have only the things that you need to pay attention to. And 99 times out of 100, what you're going to do is see this time cards list here. You'll have gotten a notification that says you have 2 time cards to approve. We're going to hop in there and take a look at the time cards we're going to approve. So we'll pull up this first one from Julio. As you see, in here, we have all of the work processes you're used to having in the Blue Books. And we hop and look at the full list. You can look at this and jump around throughout the month, or you can scan across this way. If you jump in, let's take a look at the 16th. We can see that Julio put in 8 hours at the training center. We hop around maybe to the 24th. 8 hours mixing mortars, things like that. So exactly what you would have gotten on the Blue Book. Instead, this is going to fit either on the laptop or if you want to use it on mobile, by the way, as most of your apprentices will be. We have Android apps and iPhone apps that all shrink this down, or you can pull it up from the browser on your phone as well. So whatever device you want to use works for us. Most of the time, this all looks fine. What we're going to go ahead and do is just approve this. And there's nothing left for us to do on this one. This is all taken care of. We've notified the apprentice. When we generate reports, they'll be all set and updated that way. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more just for an example. Now this one from Jose, I'm going to pull up, and for whatever reason, I'm going to say, you know what, this doesn't look right. Maybe you didn't work so many hours as you said, so let's go ahead and reject this one. And instead of being able to give this feedback in person, now we're just going to ask you to do it from your phone or from your laptop. So, you're missing some of the hours from when you were out sick. So let's go ahead and submit that. And now what will happen is we'll notify the apprentice, and they can go and take care of whatever your feedback was and resubmit it. And that's going to be it. 9 times out of 10, that's all you're going to do on WorkHands. I'll point out a few other things just so you know how to use the system. All the apprentices will get notified to submit typically around the beginning of the month. They'll get a reminder to submit on the 7th, and they'll typically be notified to let them know that it's due. So you may get several apprentices submitting to you all around that beginning of the month, just like you would have had them come in to have you sign their Blue Books. By default, we filter on the list of submitted because those are the ones you have to take action on, but you can take a look at any of the time cards associated if you want to clear that out as well. If we go back to our dashboard, not only can you go through and look at the time cards, if you want to see how the apprentices are doing outside of what you can see, let's pull up one of your apprentices. And what you'll see in here is generally how they're doing on their OJT. So pull up their OJT, you can see how many hours they've completed so far, and what that breakdown looks like. If for whatever reason you're working together, want to make sure that you help them take care of cleaning tile services requirements they have, or doing some finishing of tile work, whatever it is they need to make sure they get done as part of their apprenticeship, you should be able to see it really clearly in the items in red on here as well. So that's the core of it. As a supervisor on WorkHands, you're simply approving hours just like you would for Blue Book, but you can now do it from the palm of your hand. You can now get better information on your apprentices. We have a whole bunch of reports, both for you as well as for your apprentices, you can dig into, just give you a sense of how they're doing across the board. You can download in Excel if you need it for any reason. And finally, if you're out in the field and you forget everything on this video, just pull us up on support chat. We're typically around here throughout the day, but if for whatever reason you catch a time when we're not around, we'll get back to you within an hour during the week or during a day on the weekends. So hope to see you on WorkHands. Reach out anytime and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.